properties in C# can be categorized as read-write, read-only, or write-only. A read-write property allows both getting and setting its value by implementing both a get and set accessor. A write-only property enables modifying its value but does not provide a get accessor for reading the value. On the other hand, a read-only property only allows getting its value and does not provide a set accessor. Hello everyone, welcome back. In the team class, we have a property called name. As you can see, the name property is a read-write property because it provides both a get and set accessor. Now, let's consider that a team can have multiple players. To represent these players, let's define a player class. Next, let's declare two fields to store the first name and last name of the players. Additionally, let's declare two properties to allow setting and getting the values of these private fields. In the get accessor of this property, we check if the field value is empty or contains white space. If it does, we return the value unknown. Otherwise, we return the actual field value. Similarly, in the set accessor, let's validate the assigned value to ensure it's not empty or white space. If it is, let's display an error message. And if not, let's assign the value to the field. Okay, let's do the same for the last name property. Alright, let's move on to the program class and create a player object using the player class. Next, let's assign proper values to the first and last name properties. Remember that when we assign a value to the first name property, the code block inside the set accessor is executed. As you can see, inside the class block, the accessor behaves like a method. But outside the class, such as in this case, it acts like a field. This means that we don't need to use parentheses and treat it like a method that needs to be called. Alright, let's display the first and last name of this player on the terminal. Now, let's run the application. As you can see, the first and last name properties are displayed. These properties are read-write properties since they have both get and set accessors, allowing us to easily write and read their values. Now, let's explore how to create a read-only property. A read-only property allows us to retrieve or access its value, but we cannot change or assign a new value to it. When a property only has a get accessor and doesn't have a set accessor, it's known as a read-only property. As an example, let's declare a Boolean property called isCaptain. First, let's declare its private field. Then let's declare the property. In the getAccessor, we simply return its field. As you can see, this property only has the getAccessor, which is known as a read-only property. So here, if we attempt to assign a value to this property, we'll encounter an error. The compiler indicates that we cannot assign any value to this property because it's a read-only property. However, we can assign a value to this field through a constructor. In the upcoming lectures, we'll cover constructors in detail. For now, let's add a constructor to the player class. Inside this constructor, let's assign isCaptain parameter value to the isCaptain field. Now, in the program class, let's remove this statement. Instead, when instantiating the player class, let's provide a boolean value to set this isCaptain field. Next, let's retrieve the value of this isCaptain property and print it. Now run the application to see the result. As you can see, the value of this isCaptain is displayed. Alright, let's create another player and display its data as well. This time, we'll set this isCaptain field to false. Let's run the application once more. As expected, the data of player 2 is also printed. Okay, based on our discussion, a property that only has a getAccessor and no setAccessor is called a read-only property. Typically, the value of a read-only property is set during object initialization or within the constructor of the class. And when we attempt to set a value to a read-only property like isCaptain, an error will occur. Alright, let's explore how to create a write-only property. A write-only property allows us to assign a value to it, but we cannot retrieve or get that value. This type of property only has a setAccessor and does not have a getAccessor. Okay, to convert the first and last name properties to write-only properties, we simply need to remove the getAccessor from their respective code blocks. Now, let's extend the player class and declare a property that returns the full name by concatenating the first and last name fields. So, let's go for public, string, and full name. This property only has a getAccessor. Inside the accessor block, we return the concatenation of the first name, white space, and the last name. Now, in the program class, let's replace the usage of the first and last name properties with the full name property. Okay, let's run the application once more. As you can see, the full names of the players are correctly printed. Alright, in the player class, we've declared two write-only properties, first and last name. If we attempt to read each of these properties, for example, the first name, as you can see, we encountered an error. Additionally, we've declared two read-only properties, full name and isCaptain. These properties have distinct characteristics from each other. the full name property is known as a computed property as well, because its value is calculated based on other fields. Okay, done. In the next lecture, we dive deeper into the computed properties. See you there.